Hello, I'm Dr. Ross Tangedal, Assistant Professor of English and Director of the Cornerstone Press at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. This is our final class in a six-part series on the Cornerstone Press and publishing here at the university. And today is more of a final thoughts section as we finish up what we've been talking about during this series. We began with an introduction to the press, followed by acquisitions and editorial, as well as production, marketing, and sales. And so now I've just got some final thoughts for you as we finish up this series together. So we're completing the circuit now, the circuit that we've been working with here over the last five episodes. The key to the circuit is that it's never actually complete. And I think that was one of the reasons why Robert Darnton created the communication circuit. It's that most of the work is done initially between author and editor and publisher. And then the publisher takes all of this excess work to create the book that has the author's name on it. But then really the circuit's completed by readers reading the book. But then even on top of that, if authors continue to write and continue to develop, that circuit opens back up again and they continue to create new circuits with their books. And so really what I always find fascinating about the communication circuit idea behind publishing is that it's never actually completing. It's always moving, it's always evolving, it's always changing. And I think that really informs much of what I do as a teacher and scholar, but also as a publisher here at the university. So again, if you haven't figured out yet, based on our conversations over the last several episodes, that our publishing environment is different than others. We're collaborative, supportive, creative, professional, and impactful. We've had so many students, dozens of students over my 5 years here who have come and gone, but have done wonderful things, not only with the press, but then with their professions after they leave the university, working for nonprofits, educational foundations, going back to graduate school, teaching. Of course, then there's also the practical trades that so many of them take part in: document design, copy and content editing, continuing to manage their lives using the skills that they learned here at the university, and particularly in our editing and publishing program. So I'm very proud of the publishing environment that we've been able to create. And hopefully through this series, you've seen how we're able to do this really fun work and how you potentially someday as community members can become more involved with the press, either through contacting us about book projects or donations, or helping us with initiatives, or really as simple as buying our books, right? Buying the books of the writers that are choosing to work with our student staff. So to end today, this is one of my favorite quotes about books, and I use it in all of my book history and editorial process classes on campus, because I feel like, coming from Carl Sagan's perspective, more of a scientist, there's something to be said here about sort of the eternal nature, the immortality of writing. So what an astonishing thing a book is. It's a flat object made from a tree with flexible parts on which are imprinted lots of funny dark squiggles. But one glance at it and you're inside the mind of another person, maybe somebody dead for thousands of years across the millennia. An author is speaking clearly and silently inside your head, directly to you. Writing is perhaps the greatest of human inventions, binding together people who never knew each other, citizens of distant epochs. Books break the shackles of time. A book is proof that humans are capable of working magic. And with that really gets at everything that I care about as a writer, as a professor, as an editor, as a publisher, as a teacher. Books matter in so many ways. No matter what changes in a society, especially our American society, books are always going to be there. And we need to be able to have students and really communities understand the impact of books on their communities and what those books can mean and what a publisher can mean, and an editor and a writer and students and staff. So I hope you enjoyed this series as much as I enjoyed putting it together for you. And again, I'm so proud that I can come from the Cornerstone Press office here at the Collins Classroom Center on campus. I'm excited for the energy here starting in the fall. We have several book projects underway as of right now. I just met with my staff yesterday. Today is the 9th of June. So I just met with my summer staff, 14 energetic students ready to go, ready to get to work. And if you ever have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me. You can find me here at the university. I live in Stevens Point as well, so I'm happy to have conversations with any of you about your own personal book projects, your own writing journeys, your publishing journeys, but also how, if you are so inclined to assist the press in any way, or just if you want to buy our books, always reach out. I'm here for you. So thank you again. I hope you enjoyed this series, and maybe again we'll do another series on other topics. So take care.